Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty MIG spammer, and I'm so excited I barely even remember what I'm supposed to do, but fear not, I'm sure we'll figure it out together, like the brothers and sisters we are. Right, isn't there any females watching this show? There probably aren't. There used to be at some point, but I think I scared them off. I can hardly blame them, to be honest. But whatever, I'm not going to go too far into the soundtrack. Hell, I'm just going to go ahead and invade Merope, because it's the beginning of the videocast, and what better way to start a videocast than by invading another foreign country, because hey, why not? It's actually not a country, it's an empire that controls the entire star system and is doing a rather bad job at it as well. Meanwhile, I can actually do something about my taxes, because as it turns out, I'm gaining dust, but everybody is content. Merely content? What is that? I don't want my people to be just content, I want them to be happy with me, and that's how I can achieve it, by making them happy artificially by lowering the taxes. Every way works, right? Besides, pillagers do not really care about happiness, honestly. The only thing that they care about is setting things on fire, and this gives them happiness, so I guess they do care about happiness in some weird, creepy way, but it's a good enough way for me. So anyway, non-baric particles are finally here, something that I've been waiting for a very long time, because I desperately need more science. This is the only thing that is holding me back in FIDS, because whenever I exit this playthrough, I can see that I could be pretty much #1 in everything, if not for the fact that I'm the last in terms of science. I'm really far behind in terms of that, and there's no way for me to boost my science as pillagers, and that's why I'm so far behind. Also, Amoebas, they are going to be my main arch nemesis this video game, because they are actually doing so amazing well, you have no idea. They are the first in everything, I'm pretty sure, and they are leading by a country mile. That's how well they are doing. So it's a little something to look in. I should look into at some point, but I'm nowhere near. I mean, I am near them, but I'm not in a hurry to actually declare war on them. I mean, why would I? I'm doing just fine over here. Meanwhile, I'm going to make magnetic field generators just in Auriga system. Why? Because if I were to make them in other systems, then I would have to increase my taxes, which I do not want to do. And the reason why I would have to increase my taxes, obviously, is because then I wouldn't make enough, I would lose too much dust for my current dust savings. So that's a no-go. However, as soon as I finish making magnetic field generators, I'll start converting industry to dust, and then I'll have more dust than I could ever need. Because honestly, all the dust I need is enough to maintain my ships, and that's it. I do want to save up for a second hero, maybe even a third one if possible. This would be cool. But honestly, I'm really not in a hurry. I'm not in a rush. I'm having amazing, joyful time, and that's about that. And oh, hi there, guys. What are you doing over here? Are you somewhere important? Well, the AI claims that it is somewhat important, but I claim otherwise. They're not important to me. So first of all, you're the invading ships. I do not want you to be in my attacking fleet, so just sit here and do nothing while Yildir says my big fleet is actually going to attack the enemy's offensive type of fleet. So those guys have nothing. But how about those destroyers? They've got kinetics and pretty much nothing else. So they should be a piece of cake to deal with. One of my barbarians is damaged, and I only have 2 Soakis, so this will be relatively dangerous for me, maybe, kinda, sorta. But it should also be alright. Do I even need to go for spread? Well, I think Guillotine is, to be honest, the best move I could go for, since the enemy does have quite a bit of shield defenses. Guillotine is a nice card to go for when you do not want to go for Nosebreaker, but you're not quite sure you can also go for Spread Fire, because this could be too inefficient. So Guillotine is something that you can always fall back to, and that's something that I am doing right now. So what kind of card do I want to start with? I would say, honestly, magnetic field, since the enemy is only going to be using the kinetics, so I should be doing relatively okay, being able to deflect most of the shots like a boss. I do not even need to boost my damage, I don't think, but if I'm proving wrong, then obviously I'll change my course of action into a better one when I focus a little bit more on the offensive than defensive. Obviously, pillagers like killing stuff more than... Oh, come on, I didn't turn off Steam. But anyway, pillagers like killing stuff more than they like surviving, but they also care about survival actually quite a bit. Reason being, you cannot set things on fire if you are dead, right? That's a fairly simple line of thought. So that's why I also made pillagers be very good, not only on the offense but also on the defense. They are just all around amazing when it comes to fleets. And we can see this right now, because I'm going to be doing relatively great not even relatively, just simply great in my space battles, because even though the enemy is playing on Endless, which does boost the AI's firepower and whatnot, it doesn't change the fact that, oh, look at this, I do love this kind of scenes in Endless Space. It makes me spaz out a little. I do love Star Trek, and this is the kind of battle thingies that I like to see. Anyway, I think I would switch to something that counters defense, and that's shot second, because so far I've been a little bit inefficient in destroying this fleet. Sure, I don't think I've been taking too much damage. Oh man, I love this screen. Anyway, but I also want to make sure that this entire fleet has been destroyed by the end of my assault. I need to destroy Sharon's defenders, all of them. I need to destroy all of them as soon as possible, because if I do so, then I'll be able to start besieging the system and sooner or later actually take it, which I really do need to do. And this poor guy, oh, he's going down. Oh, the explosions. Ah, I feel great. You might be asking yourself, why is Pancake so energetic today? Well, first and foremost, I usually am. That's just the kind of person I am. I mean, I like being annoyed and stuff. I like being salty. I like being, you know, evil in general. But I also am a very enthusiastic guy. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that can be evil and at the same time enthusiastic about it, which I guess is the biggest kind of evil. But anyway, I'm going off topic. Reason being, it's Saturday. Saturdays are the best. There's you cannot convince me otherwise. That's just not possible. Saturdays are literally the best. And secondly, I'm spending this Saturday in the best way I could possibly imagine, and that is, I just watched not entirety, but a part of Girls' Generation, also known as Sonyoshiде, second world tour DVD, and I'm loving it because it's Sonyoshiде, aka Girls' Generation, and I love them because it's my favorite band of all times, and I owe them my life. If you don't know why I owe them my life, then don't ask, because it's a very long story, and I'm too lazy to actually explain it all to you, but I'm not kidding, okay? So anyway, let's stop talking about off topics. Just know that I'm very excited, and I'm even more excited now since I can hire a new hero. I've got enough dust to do so. Now, who do I want? I mean, administrators are all nice and dandy. It would be cool to have them, don't get me wrong. I mean, being able to boost my objection system, for example. This would be nice, because this is a good system, being able to buff it even further. I like this idea, I really do. But I need somebody to lead my fleets, and I need to get this kind of hero ASAP, because yeah, without somebody to lead my fleets, I'll not be doing all that great. Problem is, I don't really have anybody that is good at leading fleets. I mean, this guy, adventurers are great at leading fleets. Adventurers in general are my favorite class, I believe, because they're just so good at everything. But the problem is that corporates are not supposed to be, you know, fleet leaders at all. They are just pathetic at it. So even though this guy is sort of interesting, he's got a decent amount of defense, not too much of offense or melee, however. But his defense is good enough. He does have adventure, which is nice, but corporate, it doesn't give me anything in terms of fleets. I mean, seriously, not a single thing. So why would I want that? Also, I have no idea how I closed this window, because I didn't actually click. I just, you know, smashed my mouse against my desk, and apparently this worked as a right click. So there we go. I mastered magic. So without a proper, you know, hero to lead my fleets, because this guy is decent, he's not good enough in my eyes. I guess I'll just go for an administrator, even though I really need a fleet leader, an admiral. But I'll have to wait for the next 25 turns, I'm afraid, because oh boy, I really think I might actually go for this adventurer. Or maybe let's see if this guy is anybody in terms of stats. 3 offense, 6 defense, so that's already a little bit better, but only 1 melee, so that's a little bit worse. As for this guy, 3 melee, 3 offense, 5 defense. So that's how much exactly? That's 11 in general, in terms of admiral skills. That is 11, okay. If the other guy is 11 as well, then I'll laugh. He's only 10, so he's clearly the worst pick out of those 3. So it's either this guy or the other guy. Let's think then. I think if I have to choose, I would rather go for adventurer, just because look at his skills. He can give me extra dust, even though the screen looks really odd. Whatever. But he can give me extra dust if I allow him to, which is nice. Illusion is my favorite battle card of all times, because it's just so effective, if nobody counters you, that is. Fast reboot and rapid adaptation is, again, amazing. Fearless foe. You know what? I'm going for this guy. He's not the best guy to lead my fleets, but I'm going for... Hold on a second. Oh yeah, okay. For a second I thought that I had a bastion, and I was like, how did that happen? Fortunately though, that was not the case. Alright, now I can merge those fleets together, because here, why not? I'll assign a hero, so that he starts leveling up, and he does boost my fleet's invasion power, which needs to be boosted, to say the least. Alright, how much dust am I gaining now per turn? I'm losing dust, which is suboptimal, and that's also quite surprising, because I am converting industry to dust, so increasing taxes, that's not cool, but I think I've got to do this. At the very least, Objection is still happy with me, which is very important, because at least this system will grow relatively fast, and I do need this to happen. Right now I'm working on botanical scanning, that's good, I'll be able to increase my happiness, and I do need to do that quite badly. Alright, this so far, it's going rather well. We're 10 minutes into the videocast, more or less, and a random event. Alright, what's that? So first of all, double event. Okay, you my faction only, I rip in the fabric, that's not good, is it? Oh no, this could potentially be good. So I am given 4 random anomalies on my planets. Alright, Pain already had a negative anomaly, so nothing else is going to change here, nope. So actually this event, is it going to do anything to me? Oh no, Ariga had no anomalies I think, so I got... No, it did have low gravity in the cities, okay, and this guy had low gravity as well, so nothing happened, essentially, because I already had anomalies on all of my colonized planets, so yeah, this could be worse, could be better, but it could be worse, so I'm satisfied with this result. Also, I think I knocked my microphone a little bit, so I might sound different, I'm sorry for that. Anyway, my faction only, and Eternal Vigilance, that's a negative all across the board, alright. In spite of our best efforts in security, mistakes can happen, especially when you set everything on fire, including your security personnel. In this case, a saboteur attempted to destroy an important shipyard, but we blew it up before he did, so nothing really happened. Though the shipyard survived with only minor damage because we failed at blowing it up, the same may not be said for the guilty party, because we just blew it up as well. Alright, so first of all, I can lower my approval. No! Definitely not. I can lose all the dust I accumulated. Yeah, I will lose 6 dust. I think I can do that. And Costa, I can lose a population. No! So this is, at least this event is not that bad. I mean, no matter what happens, you do not lose a lot. So justice is important, not really. Even if temperance could be mistaken for weakness, I'm Pillager. Nobody is going to mistake whatever I do for weakness. The suspect will remain in jail where we can ban him, and we will seek information that will help lead us to collaborators so we can set them on fire as well. I like this option. I'll lose some dust, so be it. I just bought a hero, I could care less. Anyway, I do want to make a fleet that could intercept those pirates, but I'm not getting enough dust to do that. I need to maintain my fleet, so yeah, this is slightly problematic. How do I do that? I could increase my taxes by us. Wait a second. This time I do not want to increase my taxes, because no matter what I do, I'm going to lose it all in the next turn. So actually, let's just leave my taxes at 15%, and in the next turn I'll increase them again. I'll also gain botanical scanning, which is something I really do need, because this will... Oh! Somebody died? Who was that? Friend or enemy? I have no idea. Was that the Pillagers maybe? Let's have a quick... No, it was nobody I know of. My guess is Amoeba killed somebody. They're just so powerful, we have no idea. It's only... I mean, look at the score. 600 something, that's... Yeah, look at the score and compare it to the second best player. It's scary. So those guys probably killed somebody, and they are also at war with the Sophons, so they're going to push hard towards galactic domination, so that's that. Alright, oh, wow! Subterranean endless treasure discovered, plus everything to maximum, wow, I cannot even speak, I'm so excited. So, Discover the Millennia, this is the best galactic event you can get, and I love it because no matter what happens, it just makes your game even faster than it otherwise already would be. So it's good. The opposite of the event is the same event, except you get minus to everything, and this just slows down the game just so badly, but this is amazing. It will make this game like 10 times faster, literally. So great, plus 10% to everything and plus 20% to approval. By all means, pirates, you're dead! Meanwhile, I lost some dust. Oh well, too bad. I could care less. Botanical scanning is here, and look at that, I'm actually gaining dust. And look at the amount of happiness I've got. This is ridiculous. I am Pillagers, I'm not even supposed to be happy, and yet I am. This is how amazing this is. Alright, let's do that. Oh wow, I'm losing a lot of dust now. Yeah. You know what? Fine, so be it. let's increase the taxes to a ridiculous amount and still gain dust despite the fact that I'm not converting anything to dust. I can do this. I'm fine with that. Then let's make sure that I've got a little bit more happiness as well so I can increase the taxes further. Because hey, why not? Making sure that people give you money for nothing is the best thing that you can think of. This is the best thing I can think of, and I'll stick to it. Anyway, I do need to make more invasion ships because right now it's taking me forever to conquer Merope. I mean, at least I'm slowing down its progress, which is... Oh, who's that? That would be Amoeba! F you, Amoeba. Oh, this is going to be bad, because they probably have a ginormous military. That would be the case. They just sent in 1 billion of everything. Wow, okay. Amoeba. Right, so I'm leaving in undefended invasion ships over here. They will be immediately killed by Shredden if they have any ships in the hangar. If they don't, they will rush some ships from the hangars and they will kill those guys regardless. So that's too bad. At least I'll get a little bit further in my attempt to conquer the system. Now, this is a little bit bad. I think I lost all my Bushido bonuses. No, I still have them. Never mind. So that's good. I should be doing relatively okay in trying to kill those guys. I'm really happy I got my hero because he will allow me to stand hold my ground against this Amoeba invasion. Still though, it's going to be a little bit hectic. I'm happy those guys had to fight some pirates. This probably did weaken them a little bit. But I do not know what kind of weapons they're using. They could be using anything right now, and they could counter me just so badly, so I'm really kind of scared. This could be the end of this cast right here, but fear not, I'm a pillager. I can probably find a way to turn this around, and keep in mind, with every victory, I gain dust. And with this dust, I can maintain a bigger fleet that I can stand against my enemies. And then, with this bigger fleet, I'll be able to kill more ships and thus gain more dust that I'll be able to use to maintain a bigger fleet, and it's a never-ending saga, really. There are no losers in here except for everybody but me. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm currently losing dust, that's suboptimal. I guess I'll need to make this for a little bit. That's the problem, the enemy is besieging me, so this does lower my dust and science output. Too bad, I'll have to deal with it, I guess. For now, in next turn, however, my happiness will increase, which will allow me to increase my taxes as well, which is good. But even though I'd love to increase my food gain, I also really do need to increase my dust gain. Also, projection is actually ready for colonizing another system, and dust ruins are great because they also give me more happiness and more dust. So let's do that and then focus on more dust, because dust is dusty, and if you are not allergic to dust, you probably like dust for some weird reason. And if you are allergic to dust, then you have to live with it, or be angry at everything like Disharmony is. Anyway, what happens now? Now I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what happens. I don't know why I said ladies and gentlemen, I just sort of did. Now the amoebas are being very annoying and running away to other systems, leaving Auriga alone and converging into objection? Sure, why not? I'll gain some... oh, never mind. Dust from pirates? Apparently I won't. They're really indecisive, those guys. And now they're annoying as well because they're trying to besiege our Auriga, I mean, even though they have no chance of actually succeeding in this. So, they declared a battle on me. Well, by all means, let's see what they've got. They've got beams and kinetics, but no missiles. That said, they do have some flag defenses and some shields as well, but they've got no deflectors. So, they do counter me, sorta. I have got to admit. But it's not the worst. What are they using? Okay, everything about the missiles, and they've defended, I guess, everything about kinetics, so they're not the worst job at countering me, to be honest with you. But it's also, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. Alright, Soakis, I might lose them, I'm afraid, but I'll be able to make a lot of them in their place. Guillotine is, quite frankly, the best thing I can go for right now. I'm not too sure what kind of battle card the enemy will go for, since they do have a some mixed weapons and defenses on their ships. So open it up safely with Short Circuit, I believe. Even if the enemy counters it, they'll probably counter me with Barrier. Barrier is powerful, but not that powerful. I will not cry if they counter me. So I'll go for that and then adapt if I need to. Let's go into manual and see some people die, including my own people, because hey, why not? Killing is always fun, even if you are the one. No, actually, when you're the one getting killed, that's not fun. But when you're killing others, that's definitely fun. This is an ancient pillager proverb, by the way. A very ancient. You should remember that. Anyway, the enemy is going in. I do love the Amoeba ships. I've been talking about this forever. But I just love them so much, the Amoeba ships, I love their design. And I am always in two minds if I love their design more or the Hisha design more. It's difficult to say because they are both amazing. Anyway, the enemy went for a weapon overclock. I think it's safe to assume the enemy will go for it again. So, oh, I lost somebody already. Barbarian? I guess they go for spread fire then. It's because otherwise they shouldn't be able to do that. And am I going to be able to kill anybody? One ship, that's not really what I was going for. Two ships, that's a little bit better. I'm going to stick with guillotine, it's good enough for me right now. This time the enemy went for barrier, that's annoying. Alright, let's... You know what, I'll go for just a second again in the melee phase, I think. And so far I'm doing relatively okay. I did lose a ship, I might lose another one. My barbarian is very low on health, my Soki is also a little bit low-ish. But I'm doing rather well, rather okay I would say. The enemy does have better beams I think, because it looks like their beams have a different color. And it's usually an indicative that they have better weapons, but okay. Let's turn the HUD on, what just happened? Well, I countered the enemy, which is nice. It might actually make my barbarian survive if the enemy misses him a lot. And I think this ship is going down. Oh, I do love it. I do love seeing explosions, devastation, pain and suffering all across the board. In addition to a subtle flavor of smoke and bearing. So yeah. My hero leveled up. Can I level him up before the enemy attacks me? Probably not. Maybe. Alright, I do want him to have more offense. And actually, do I want more offense or defense? More offense, really? Oh boy, this is confusing a little bit. There is offense and there is defense, right. Most and foremost, I want more veteran because this is how adventure operates. So, there we go. And what do I want to go for first? Fearless Foe is nice, but the enemy isn't really using heroes as of yet. I might need fast reboot, honestly. I think I'll go for fast reboot. And then I'll rush for Saboteur. So let's go for fast reboot, because this will give me more regeneration, I need that. And that's it. 3 abilities spent in a rather good way, I would say. And this will make my ships regenerate faster, which is important because, yeah, ships that have a lot of levels are worth their weight in gold, and or even dust actually. And I do want to protect them by all means. So that's a scout that pretends he can actually besiege Auriga. No, you cannot. Just go away wherever you want to go. Also because he will run away probably, and actually he didn't even try to run away. He was one brave bastard, but it didn't work out too well for him, now did it? Applied Casimir effect is mine, so I can now travel to wherever Amoeba came from, but more importantly, Containment Fields is right here, right ready for the taking, so I'm so close to being able to capture Auriga. Now this thing is nice, except I'm nowhere near being able to invade anybody, and I do need better weapons, and also the ability to make more ships. So as soon as I've got containment fields, I'll rush for high energy magnetics to be able to make more ships, and then I'll probably go for better weapons, including kinetics, because apparently they are still effective because the enemy is neglecting them a little bit. Also bombers. I know they've been nerfed by a lot, but I like bombers, who doesn't? So yeah. So that's science, that's a galactic event that announces that I can now travel through wormholes. You sir, I think you should go back into the hangar after I repair you. But anyway, this videocast has been long enough and I need to upload it ASAP as I usually do, so I cannot even repair this guy, can I? Wow, okay then. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videocast, then please by all means like it. Oh, there's the enemy. Whatever, I'll repair for a little bit. Maybe not, maybe I'll go chase them. Maybe I will not, maybe actually I'll make some more ships before I do that. Anyway, if you somehow managed to enjoy this videocast, then oh wow. Then please by all means like it, maybe even leave a, please do leave a comment. I do love reading them, they give me a lot of joy. Now the problem is, I'm actually not notified anymore when I receive the comments for whatever reason, so I need to check them every now and again and reply whenever possible. And also the other thing is, sometimes I just cannot reply to your comment. I mean, I can leave a comment under my video, but I cannot reply to you directly, so you don't have to get a notification when I reply to you, which is slightly annoying to say the least, but unfortunately there isn't much else I can do about it. Anyway, Amoebas are not using a lot of deflectors from what I remember, so as much as I love beams, I'm gonna go for melee range candidates. They should do really well, especially since they cost like no age whatsoever, so yeah, let's go for that. Also a few missiles as well, just to confuse the enemy. I think that's a good idea. Only 3 of them? Nah, let's go for more than that. 4? And 12 kinetics? Let's go for that. I think I like the idea of 4 missiles and 12 kinetics on every ship. That's a fair trade, I would say. And I've got a little bit too much flak as well, so we'll go for a little bit more kinetic and a little bit more kinetic. in the form of weapons. So there we go, a new barbarian is ready. So kitty friend, what about you? Can I make you any better? Actually, I like this design quite a lot already, so I'm not going to mess with that. So with that said, and again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.